Your bank just made you sign a piece of paper that's going to cost you an extra $400,000. And you smiled, you shook their hand, you probably even celebrated, because nobody told you that your $400,000 mortgage isn't actually $400,000. It's $920,000. What I'm about to show you in the next few minutes could save you more money than you'll make in 5 years of work. And it only requires one simple change. Hey, it's Asian Guy TV. If you're new here, we break down money strategies that actually work for regular people like us. Hit that subscribe button because by the end of this video, you're going to want to save this forever. And smash that like button if you've ever looked at your mortgage statement and wondered why your balance barely moves. Let's talk about the 5% rule. Here's what nobody tells you when you sign your mortgage papers. Let's say you just bought a house, $400,000 loan, 8% interest, 30-year mortgage. Pretty standard in America right now. Your monthly payment comes out to $2,935. Sounds manageable, right? But here's the thing that's going to blow your mind. In your very first payment, guess how much actually goes toward paying off your house? $682. $682 out of $2,935. Where does the rest go? $2,253 goes straight to the bank as interest. You just paid the bank 3 times more than you paid toward your actual house. And this isn't a scam. This is literally how every single mortgage in America works. Let me show you something even crazier. After 1 full year of payments, you've paid $35,220 total. Your loan balance dropped by only $8,900. That means you paid $26,320 in pure interest in just 1 year. For one house that you already paid for once. Now let's fast forward to year 20. Same payment, $2,935. But now $1,850 goes to your principal and only $1,085 goes to interest. The payment is the same, but the split completely flips after 20 years. This is called amortization, and it's designed to make banks the most money possible at the beginning of your loan. By the time you finish your 30-year mortgage, you will have paid $400,000 for the house and $520,000 in interest. You literally bought the house 1.5 times. But what if I told you there's a way to cut that in half? What if you could turn your 30-year mortgage into a 12.5-year mortgage without doubling your payment? That's exactly what the 5% rule does. Before I show you the strategy, you need to understand one critical thing about your mortgage. Every dollar you pay toward your principal early saves you exponentially more than a dollar you pay later. Why? Because of compound interest working against you. When you owe $400,000, you're paying 8% interest on $400,000. But when you pay an extra $1,000 toward principal in year 1, you're not just saving $1,000. You're saving $1,000 plus 8% interest on that $1,000 for 30 years. That $1,000 payment in year 1 actually saves you about $2,140 over the life of the loan. It literally doubles your money. This is why banks don't want you to prepay. They lose that compound interest. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Let's go back to our $400,000 mortgage. 30 years, 8%. If you stick to the plan, you'll pay $920,000 total. But what if you knocked it down to 20 years instead of 30? Same house, same interest rate, just shorter term. Your payment goes up to $3,346. That's $411 more per month. But your total interest paid drops from $520,000 to $383,000. You just saved $137,000 by paying an extra $400 a month. That's the power of shortening your loan term. But here's the problem. Most people can't afford to add $400 to their payment every single month. That's where the 5% rule comes in. And it's way smarter than just shortening your term. The 5% rule is simple. Every year, you increase your mortgage payment by 5%. That's it. Let me show you exactly how this works. Year 1, your payment is $2,935. You pay this for 12 months. Year 2, you increase your payment by 5%. Now it's $3,082. That's only $147 more per month. Most people get at least that much from a cost of living raise. Year 3, 5% increase again. Now it's $3,236. Year 4, $3,398. You keep doing this every single year. Here's what happens to your mortgage. With the 5% rule, your 30-year mortgage gets paid off in 153 months. That's 12 3/4 years. You cut your mortgage in half, and your total interest paid, $270,000 instead of $520,000. You just saved $250,000. Let me say that again. $250,000 saved by increasing your payment 5% every year. Now I know what you're thinking. What if I can't afford to increase it every year? Fair question. Let's talk about the second strategy that works even if your income doesn't change. If you can't increase your payment every year, try this instead. Make 1 extra mortgage payment per year. That's it. Just 1. Most people get a tax refund, a work bonus, maybe sell something, get a gift, whatever. Take that money and make one extra mortgage payment every year. Here's what that does to your loan. $400,000 mortgage, 30 years, 8%. With one extra payment per year, your loan gets paid off in 240 months instead of 360. That's 20 years instead of 30. And your total interest, $400,000 instead of $520,000. You saved $120,000 by making one extra payment per year. One payment once a year, $120,000 saved. The crazy part? That extra payment is only $2,935 once a year. Over 20 years, you paid $58,700 extra and saved $120,000. You doubled your money again. Now here's where it gets insane. What if you combine both strategies? Let's combine the 5% rule with one extra payment per year. Year 1, you pay $2,935 per month plus one extra payment at the end of the year. Year 2, you increase by 5%, $3,082 per month, plus one extra payment. Year 3, 5% increase plus one extra payment. You keep doing this. Want to know what happens? Your 30-year mortgage is completely paid off in 125 months. That's 10 years and 5 months. You took a 30-year mortgage and finished it in 10 years without ever doubling your payment, without refinancing, without winning the lottery. Just 5% increases and one extra payment per year. Your total interest paid? $230,000. You saved $290,000. Let me put that in perspective. If you invest that $290,000 you saved in an S&P 500 index fund, averaging 10% returns, in 20 years, that becomes $1.9 million. You literally just created a retirement fund by paying off your mortgage smarter. Okay, so how do you actually implement this? Step 1, call your mortgage company right now. Tell them you want to make extra payments toward principal only. This is important. Principal only, not regular payments. Ask them if there are any prepayment penalties. Most mortgages in the US don't have them anymore, but check. Step 2, set up automatic increases. Most banks let you schedule payment increases. Set it to go up 5% every January, or do it manually. Put a reminder in your phone every year. Step 3, make that one extra payment. When you get your tax refund in April, send it straight to your mortgage as a principal-only payment. Got a work bonus? Principal-only payment. Sold something? Principal-only payment. Step 4, track your progress. I made a simple Excel calculator that shows you exactly when your mortgage will be paid off based on these strategies. Link is in the description below. It's free. Download it and play with the numbers. You'll see exactly how much you'll save and exactly when you'll be mortgage free. This is addictive once you see the numbers. Here's the truth about mortgages that nobody tells you. The bank doesn't make money when you pay off your house. They make money when you take 30 years to do it. Every year you shave off is thousands of dollars that stay in your pocket instead of theirs. The 5% rule works because it's realistic. You're not trying to double your payment overnight. You're just increasing it slightly every year as your income grows. And that one extra payment per year, that's money you were going to spend on something stupid anyway. I'm using this exact strategy on my own mortgage right now. Started with a 30-year loan. I'll be done in under 15. And you can do the same thing. Whether you're just starting out or you're 10 years into your mortgage, this strategy works. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. If this video saved you money, hit that like button. Subscribe to Asian Guy TV for more real money strategies that actually work. And drop a comment below telling me what year you'll be mortgage free using this strategy. I'll see you in the next video where we're going to talk about what to do with all that money you're saving. Thanks for watching.